where Hee-ju has already returned after freeing herself from the kidnapper. After she takes a bath and applies first aid to her injuries, she starts preparing dinner, and Se-eon arrives there soon. He is relieved to see her, and as he sits down, he tells her about the ridiculous call he got from the kidnapper, but says that it must be a hoax because she is safe here. Hee-ju doesn't reply, not that she can, and keeps stuffing her bowl with rice. She ignores Se-eon and keeps eating by herself, when he gets a call from his right-hand man Jae saying that they can't trace the kidnapper's number. Just then, Jin texts him, saying that it is a virtual number based in the US, so they need to track it while on the call. Se-eon tells this to his subordinate, who says that the call needs to last at least 10 minutes to track the caller. However, Se-eon already has some hints. He is certain that the caller was a male who was on drugs, and he was trying to shake him up in the time of a national emergency. Even though Hee-ju is safe for now, Se-eon wants to put a security team around her without letting anyone know that she is his wife. He suddenly gets an idea and decides to take Hee-ju along as the sign language interpreter for his upcoming meeting with the British ambassador. He goes to Hee-ju and tells her to be ready for the meeting, and adds that she should not get wrong ideas because it is just an official event and not a couple dinner. After washing the dishes, Se-eon goes to her room. Her mom calls her, and when she doesn't pick up, she texts her that Se-eon was looking for her earlier. She then calls her again and starts telling her to get some plastic surgery before the election campaign start. She even tells her to go to a fertility specialist and baby trap Se-eon, but Hee-ju gets frustrated at that and throws her phone under the pillow. She then starts recalling the day of her wedding 3 years ago. It was just a contract wedding, and Se-eon gave Hee-ju the contract which stated that she cannot initiate divorce or reveal her identity while they are married, or she would have to pay a penalty of 2 billion won. He then put a ring around her finger, telling her that she is just a hostage to him, so she shouldn't consider herself as his wife. 3 years later, they are just strangers living under a roof. The next day, Hee-ju goes to her sign language sector and starts interpreting the violent language from a crime film, much to the shock of her instructor. The old lady tells her to stop practicing such scary things and go back to practicing news with Se-eon's videos because he was always her idol, but Hee-ju doesn't want to hear about him any longer. Soon, the day of the party comes and Se-eon and Hee-ju walk inside hand in hand. They go to the ambassador and Se-eon wishes him happy birthday before introducing himself to his wife. Since his wife is deaf, Hee-ju acts as the sign language interpreter, and both the ambassador and his wife think that she is Se-eon's wife. She tells them she is just here as an interpreter, and there is no personal relationship between her and Se-eon, which shocks the old couple. Hee-ju is a bit taken aback on seeing their reaction, and he doesn't know what to say in response. So he starts speaking in Korean and says that his wife is disabled too, and she is his weakness. He then adds that he doesn't bring her in front of the world because he doesn't want her to face any attack from his political rivals. Hee-ju signs his speech with pain in her eyes, but the ambassador tells Se-eon that he never thought he would be a hopeless romantic. Once that is done, Hee-ju starts drinking, but Se-eon comes to stop her. He tells her that she needs to stay sober throughout the party, but she tells him that she wants to go home now that her work is done. Se-eon tells her that she must stand quietly by her side, and she suddenly snaps. She lashes at him for lying to the ambassador about how much he cares for his wife when he doesn't. She tells him that she can't speak, and that doesn't mean that she doesn't feel emotions like normal people. The lies he spoke hurt her, and she curses him, saying that maybe he was talking about some other wife, because he doesn't care about her. She leaves him, still pondering about what she meant. Because he is not really great at sign language, and the only thing he knows is that Hee-ju cussed him out. She goes to the bathroom and has a breakdown, while Se-eon calmly sips wine by himself. Suddenly, he gets a call from the kidnapper, who doesn't speak anything for a while. Se-eon taunts him, saying why did he fail to kill his wife yesterday? He says that he didn't have much time earlier, but today he can freely hear his rambling. The kidnapper suddenly speaks up, saying that it is true that he doesn't have much to do at the party, and then remarks that he did a solid job acting as a romantic man who loves his wife. Se-eon suddenly starts getting tense as the kidnapper says that he can still see him roaming near the snack station. Se-eon starts looking around, asks how the hell did he get in here, but the kidnapper says that he should be more curious about what he is going to do to his wife. Se-eon's breathing grows erratic as he begins to search the party for the kidnapper, and suddenly he finds a guy on the phone. He chases after him and finds him in the bathroom, but turns out it is another guy who was just talking to his wife. Se-eon keeps searching for the kidnapper while on the call with him, telling him that he can't do anything to his wife because he doesn't know who she is. The kidnapper tells him that Hee-ju is his wife, but not really. He says that Hong Ina, the daughter of the owner of Chungwon Daily News, was supposed to be his real wife, but she ran away right before their wedding and no one knows her location now.